What's up, everybody? And today we're checking out Indian Hell Match 2024. Not long ago, I watched the 2022 one. It was really impressive. This is 2024. I'm not sure how much of a difference there'll actually be in a couple of years. Usually the parades are there for a show of what the capabilities are, whilst also having a little bit of flair, just having a bit of fun and showing off. So this will be interesting to see what they're going to do. I know that in India, they love to do a little bit extra flair. They love to mess about just a little bit more, don't they? And do some crazy bike stuff. And they did in the last one. Start spinning around in circles on the motorbikes and stuff. I'm hoping to see some of that as well. It's about 9 minutes long. I think it's mostly just music over the top of it. So I'm going to dim the audio for the music down and just talk over it. If you want to watch the video without me waffling over the top of it, I will certainly leave a link, like I always do, in the description down below. Again, this video is more for me to talk about uniforms and show of force and see what they're actually up to over there in India. I think that's pretty much it. Do I have anything else to say before I get started? I don't think I do. All right, let's shut up. Let's pull this up and let's see what they're up to. Yeah, it's going to be just, it's going to be music. Hey, look, the French president is there. The macaroon, whatever he's called. Macaron. Emmanuel Macron. Is that his name? Macaroon? Like the little cake? I don't know what his name is. There he is. I think it's macaron in it. Must be some good ties between India and France then. We'll get be. Okay, so it's mostly just music still, even though we're getting a bit of talking over the top of it there. Didn't India's president, was it president or prime minister, just win the election again? Let me Google that real quick. President, Indian president. Oh no, Indian president is Draupadi. I'm just gonna ruin it, aren't I? Draupadi Murmu. I apologize if I get that wrong. That's the president of India. And then, wasn't there just an election? Did she win? Didn't she win? I don't know how it works. I don't really know how it works, to be honest with you. I don't know what their government is like. There was an election, like, literally a couple days ago. And it looks like... Yeah, I couldn't tell you what I'm looking at here, if I'm honest with you. I'm on the BBC website trying to figure out who won it or what's going on. I don't know, I don't know the intricacies of their government, and so I feel like I would just be talking crap if I was going to do it. Oh, yeah. Bai Chi-pin wins but fails to achieve majority. So that was the other dude. He's been there for a while, I'm pretty sure. Again, I apologize. I'm sure there's lots of people from India who are going to comment and let me know in the comment section. Do you know what, right? I have so many different communities I watch on this channel. So many different communities. And when I did the Indian Hinduism videos and just anything to do with India, I'm just so impressed with the community that jumps in the comments and is like genuinely like really helpful. It almost makes it more like... it makes me more like want to do more Indian content. Like, it makes me want to do more of their content because they are really helpful. Like, I've seen communities that are incredibly toxic, especially gaming communities. Oh my god, Red Dead Redemption 2, Metro, them communities were toxic as hell. But when you watch something like this and they're super passionate about their country, the community is so good. Like, and they're so non-judgmental and helpful and actually give you good information. It's really impressive. Anyway. We've talked enough. Let's get back into the video. All right. I wish we had like labels on who these people are and what units they are. Maybe it's going to get into that a little bit further in the video. Nice hats. All right. 61 cavalry. Interesting. That's sick. Love that. Big fan of cavalry. Like, keeping that classic vibe with cavalry. Love it. Tank T90. Okay. It's really cool. New paint job. BMP 2/2K all-terrain vehicles. That's sick. Is that Javelin? Looks like one. Servatra mobile bridge, drone jammer system. A lot of different vehicles here to start with before the troops actually get in there, I'm pretty sure. Advanced radio frequency monitoring system. Damn. Medium range surface to air missile systems. A lot of people there. Of course, there rightly should be. I bet there was a lot of people watching online as well. Madras Regiment. Nice. Swinging in arms. Love the uniform. The Grenadiers. Interesting. The Grenadiers have the feather in the hat. I've only seen that a couple of times. Fusiliers over here have the feather in the hat. You know? I think it looks sick. Rajputana. Can't really pronounce that. Although I'd really like that fan that they've got in the hair there. Combined band. Nice. Woman tri-service. Interesting. That uniform's sick. The Sikh Regiment. Love that uniform. Whoa. Kumon Regiment. Whoa, that's interesting. That's a cool uniform. That might be my favorite so far. We go back a little bit. It's kind of very American-esque, isn't it? Or more like Canadian in a way, isn't it? I like that. Yeah, that's very like Canadian. Bombay Engineers, is that what it said? Another women's regiment. Armed Forces Medical Service, interesting. Is this the Navy? Indian Navy and band. Nice. You can always tell like the Navy and the Air Force, they always have them little bits of historic kind of uniform that is very worldwide, right? They always have very much the white and either navy blue or black uniform. The Air Force is always like the grays or the lighter blues. The Army and the Marines are usually like that olive green. You always get these kind of, similarities. The gold crests for the rank for the Navy. Like that uniform is very reminiscent of a US and a UK, US and UK Navy blues uniform. Number ones, some people call it. Very reminiscent of it. It's a classic. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the classic look to them, and I think that's great. Okay. Air Force, light blue, like I'm saying. Always very similar, isn't it, for Air Force and the Navy and all that lot? Like, you can always distinctly tell between the uniforms. You can have a good presumption. I'm sure we're going to get some aircraft flying over soon. Indian Coast Guard. Interesting. Very Navy-esque, the uniform, which makes sense with it being a Coast Guard. It's got to be the Army, right? BSF Band. Yeah, coming up. BSF Marching Contingent. Is that what it said? What I think India does really... Oh, is the guys that proper stick the foot up there. They proper love a high foot, don't they? What I love about India's uniform is they really put a lot of effort into the headdress. I think that it's probably the most important part of the uniform, if I'm honest with you. Like, when I see people wearing, like the Royal Marines, whether the blues with the beret instead of the cap, I think it looks so good. I think berets look really good because it's so unique, the contrast. I like it when they do that in India with the different contrasts between the headdress and the rest of the uniform. Don't these do like there's like a gate or something that they stand near? Such a cool uniform. They love a high foot, don't they? We've got some bagpipes there. Lots of different bands. Whoa. Policed band? Interesting. Okay. Let me turn that volume down a little bit. That looks sick. Love that. Love it. Berets with feathers in. Interesting. Like, that's exactly what the Fusiliers is like, but it's a white beret with a different color. Sorry, it's a white feather with a red tip and a different color beret. Love that style. Think it's sick. Looks like Air Force cadets in a way. That looks like some sort of cadets or something. Obviously, it probably is. Obviously, I'm presuming there, but okay, we've got other different parade areas for what I'm guessing is non-military stuff, but just representing areas of the country, maybe? Maybe that's what it is? Representing different regions? I'm sure people will let me know in the comment section because, like I said at the start of the video, that the way that they help in the comment section with the Indian community on YouTube is fantastic, absolutely brilliant. Hockey? Are they playing hockey then? That's cool. It must be different regions or something. I don't know. People will let me know. Whoa, look at that. There's so many, like the Space Force, I'm sure. There's so many, like this parade's massive. Like obviously we're watching like a montage, right, of all of it. But I bet it went on for hours, this. Super cool. Nice. Holy. They really outdid last year, or 2022, which is the one I watched. They really outdid that, didn't they? Super interesting. I'm more into the military stuff more than anything. I'm sure you're well aware. But I also want to be respectful and not skip. Do you know what I mean? I want to see the bikes. I want to see him doing all the crazy stuff on the bike. Hey, here we go. Here we go. Crazy stuff on bikes. Carrying some swords while you're on. Hey, look at this guy. He's getting all the views with them binos, isn't he? Scouting everything. They love a good bike trick, don't they? You know what? This should be a meme, this guy here, when you're with your friend at a restaurant and you're like, don't look now, but see this person behind me. It's so cool. It really is so cool. I mean, I couldn't do that. I certainly couldn't do it. That's for sure. It's really, really impressive, isn't it? Couple of flips. So cool. How did they get up there? How did they get up there? How did they do that? I think that one's climbing up there. How the frick did they get up there? Like, how did they keep the bike going? I don't know. Way beyond my pay grade right here. If they go fast enough, they'll take off. That's sick. Here we go. Some of the Air Force flying about. That's really cool. Some classic aircraft. Some of the newer stuff. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Wow. I guess that must be pretty much near the end now. Yeah, there's a little bit more with some aircraft, and then there's a bit of a montage at the end. What a great video. It's such a sense of pride in their country and their military to be able to do this on a yearly basis. Yearly, they do this. Do you know what I mean? They put so much effort into it. It's almost as if as soon as they finish one, they start preparing for the next year Surely. Super cool. Very impressive. And then I'm sure they go off to have some food after that. Great video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What was your favorite part in that? I think the bikes is always fun. The bikes are always fun. But for me, it's always looking at the uniform and seeing the variants in headdress and stuff like that. Why is my mic coming up? Come on. Stay down here. Yeah, I really like the different types of uniforms and the headdresses and stuff like that. I think that, you know, when you look at the British military and the US military, the Canadian military, when I always look at their uniforms, their headdress is always what I'm looking at, right? Because it gives a good indication on rank and what their speciality. I mean, at the end of the day, I had a green beret. So if you see someone wearing a green beret, you know what it's all about. You see someone wearing a maroon beret, you kind of already get a gist of what they're capable of. So when you see the different headdresses, I think that's super, super impressive. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'd love to know your thoughts. Until next time, have a great weekend. I love you all. Goodbye.